Hey, it's Scott Brown with Shop-Ware, and we're at Vision 2020 here in Overland Park, Kansas, and we're at the Shop-Ware reception. And Reggie is a Shop-Ware owner, or a Shop-Ware user. And how long have you been using Shop-Ware?
Just a little over a year and a half.
And what were you using prior to that?
Prior to Shop-Ware, like many shop owners, I was using Mitchell with bolt-on to do my DVI. And it felt a little antiquated, and I was ready for a long time looking for something that just felt a little more modern.
Now that you've switched over and your work process has probably changed, right? For others out there that haven't seen this product, what can you explain as far as the workflow change, efficiency increase, etc.?
Well, for me, my motivator was the user interface. I like, from a reporting standpoint, being able to have a dashboard where I can see my metrics, where in Mitchell, with bolt-on and Mitchell, I would go back and forth between the two to get the amount of data that I needed to manage the way I like to manage. So that's been a huge improvement. Nobody likes change. My staff did not. I sold them on it and they bought into it, but those first few weeks, I had a couple guys that were a little questioning, and then he texted a DVI to a customer. He had never been able to do that the way our workflow before, and this customer never set foot in our store, and they approved $4,200, brand new customer, and that was like for my shop's culture and for the buy-in just went through the roof at that point.
Awesome. So you mentioned a little bit of disruption, right? So, and you're always going to get that. But what was that transition period like? I mean, did it take you a month to like smooth out the bumps, or what was it like?
I had a manager who dedicated a good amount of time to making sure canned jobs were where they were supposed to be. He went way above and beyond, working directly with Shop-Ware, and he had a great communication, open communication there. So yeah, I mean, it worked.
Have your customers made any comments on how their presentation is being made and what it means to them?
Absolutely. We have customers that compliment us every day on just the amount of information we provide them. You know, back in the day, you would hear people say they go to a shop and say, "Oh, these guys are just trying to sell me a bunch of stuff," and we always have been, but now we have trust. It's like right there. It's like, this is actually what your car looks like. And I know you can walk a customer under the lift and show them, and that's compelling, but people are busy and they don't hang out in your shops anymore. So being able to provide them those pictures and do it in a concise way that all makes sense.
So you're adding a huge amount of transparency to the job. And so I know for us in our shop, it's illustrated how complex these vehicles are, right? And so now the customer has a deeper appreciation for what's really going on, because we all know that this is a tough business, right? And so when the customer sees it, and now they feel a little bit better about paying what's needed to be paid for on the job. So, well, great, Reggie, thank you very much for this. I really appreciate this, and thanks for your time.